Shalom, shalom. This is the brother Yeshaya from the GMS Charlotte camp. And before I get started with this lesson, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachacha Kodash. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth and rule well. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect pushing his word out the four corners of the earth in truth, righteousness, and sincerity. To you, I say shalom. Pretty much in this lesson or in this video, I'm going to go into this to what happened yesterday at camp. It's real short, real quick video, or at least what happened at camp. But I just thought I'd bring this out and do a lesson on it, because right here to your left on the video screen, on the video, we had Jake, the hut, come up and try to ask about the term nigga, right? And we were out here giving him answers. But I'm gonna go ahead and play it real quick, and then I'm gonna get some precepts out.
I brought up the top of the Charleston Way. You asked why this. And then you pull up a hat that says nigga. Get the precept, bro. Get the precept.
Deuteronomy 28.
Crazy. I got receipts from my man over here dodging.
And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword among all nations.
Meaning what? We were severed from being who we were, the Israelites, and now you were called these things. You were called niggas. You were called black. You were called Hispanic. You were called Native American. Is that our heritage? Hell no. That's the heritage that we were called by. You see what I'm saying?
Separate us
I understand what you're saying.
from being a nation.
You don't get the.
So you subscribe to nigga heritage? Is what you're saying?
No, I don't subscribe. I don't subscribe. I don't subscribe.
You trying to make nigga look sexy?
No, I'm not. I understand.
What did the hat say?
I understand the purpose behind it.
What's the purpose? We just read it. This is a curse.
I understand why people use the term nigga in the way that they use the term nigga.
As do I.
It doesn't seem like that way, bro.
Because we have to be better.
Better than niggas.
We're better than niggas.
That's why we gotta be better than niggas. Why would you say?
Why are you uplifting niggas? Why don't you uplift Israel? You know what Yasha Allah means? No. Do you know what Yasha Allah means? Do you know what Yasha Allah?
He said, I'm not from Israel. Whatever land you're born in doesn't make you that nation. That's one thing that Jake just doesn't understand. But yet, here in America, like this man said, I'm not from Israel, right? But yet they'll say, oh, I'm African American. But you were never in Africa, so why are you gonna call yourself African American, right? And that's what the brother's saying. You're an Israelite, whether you believe it or not, which he's gonna say here in a minute.
Means in the Hebrew, which is Israel. Do you know what it means? Do you know what it means? Yes or no?
You said a toenail Israel.
Do you know what the word Israel means in the Hebrew? Yes or no? Do you know what the word Israel means in the Hebrew? Yes or no?
What's that?
It means he is a prince of the power.
Okay.
You think that's less than being called a nigga?
Do I think being
You would
something that I'm not?
rather be called a nigga than be called a prince of the living power?
No, not at all.
So why are you calling yourself a
But
nigga?
I also don't want to be called something that I'm not. I'm not a.
You are an Israelite, whether you believe it or not.
Right, so that I'm gonna end it right there. I'm gonna stop the video there, But yet the brother's telling him, hey, you're an Israelite, whether you know it or not. It's got nothing to do where you were born. That's your nationality. You're a Hebrew Israelite. But this man decides to, instead of being called the prince of the power, he'd rather be called a nigger, black. He subscribes to niggerdom. He subscribes to black culture. He'd rather be all that and to be called the prince of the power, Yasha Allah. Right? So let's go ahead and jump in and get some precepts out. This is Proverbs 1 and verse 22. It says, how long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity? and the scorners delight in the scorning, and fools hate knowledge. Right? So how long, Jake? How long are you going to be in this simple ass mindset? This dead mindset, man. Continuing in the ways of Babylon, continuing in this bullshit that y'all been brought up in. What the hell has all this brought to you, man? It has brought you nothing. It has benefited you nothing. It has brought you destruction, death, the curses. There's no benefit to being called black, Hispanic, Native American. As you can see, to this day, our people are still destroyed, right? And actually, let's get that. Hosea 4 and verse 6, it says, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Our people are destroyed, man. Because they don't know the ways of the Bible, don't know the ways of the scriptures. They don't know who they are. They don't know how to conduct themselves in a righteous manner. They'll tell you anything having to do with wickedness, having to do with black culture, but when it comes to the ways of the Most High, our ancient ways, right? They don't know. They lack true wisdom, right? It says, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee. Thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power. I will also forget thy children, right? So this man rejected this, man. He rejected the word, man. He rejected being called prince of the power. He rejected all this. Hey, so the Most High is going to reject him when that time comes. Whenever Yahweh Shai returns, if this man don't repent and get right, he's going to be rejected. Hey, but the Most High always sends examples out, man. Right? That's the reason why I'm making this video. Now, in the earlier when I started the video, I started at the point where he mentioned when the brother mentioned that he showed a hat, right? And this is the hat from Charleston White, right? Nigga hats. Now it says never ignorant. Actually, let me get this picture right here. It's a lot more clear. It's the same thing. It says never ignorant, getting goals accomplished. And when it's abbreviated, it says nigga. I mean, and that's what the brother said. You trying to make nigga look sexy. You trying to make nigga seem as a positive thing. It's not a positive thing, right? As we brought out too in Deuteronomy 28 and verse 37, it says, oh no, that's 27, Salakia. 37. It says, thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword. And that's what the word is. That's what the term nigga is. It's a byword that these crackers put on us. Right? It's a byword. It's a negative connotation. Hispanic is a byword. Native American is a byword. Right? Being called a spick is a byword. But yet Jake is over here trying to, take it and make it his own. They gladly embrace it. Happily. But yet we tell him he's the prince of the power. That hey, you descend back to the sons of God. You descend back to the biblical Israelites. Oh no, I ain't that, man. I ain't that. I'm not from Israel. Right? Jake is simple, man. Our people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. And we out here telling y'all, trying to wake up our people, right? Actually, let me get that. Let me get this real quick. We're over here trying to wake up our people. Wake up, Israel. We're telling y'all, wake up. That's what we told this dude, man. Hey, we gotta be better, man. We gotta stop, you know, taking on these terms that Esau gave us to or this identity that Esau gave us. Hey, and come back to our true identity, which is Yashar Allah, Prince of the Power, right? This is Isaiah 52:1. Awake, awake, put on thy strength, O Zion. And that's what we out there telling y'all, man. Really, ultimately, that's what the Most High is telling y'all. Awake, awake, right? Snap out of this deluded mindset, man. You know, Jake is too drunk off that Babylon juice. It says, awake, awake, put on thy strength, O Zion. Put on thy beautiful garments, put on your strength. What's your strength? Put on the Most High. The Most High is your strength. That's your power. Thy beautiful garments. What's that? The law, statutes, and commandments of the scriptures. Your identity, man. That's your Allah. This man's out here spiritually naked out here, man. Doesn't know who he is. He still thinks he's a nigga. We're out here trying to clothe this brother, telling him, hey man, you're an Israelite, right? And we didn't even get a chance to like go in deeper because, you know, he rejected that. He rejected that he was an Israelite. He saw the 12 tribe sign. He just ignored it. Nah, that ain't me. That ain't me. Right? Awake, awake, put on thy strength, O Zion. Put on thy beautiful garments, O Jerusalem, the holy city. For henceforth there shall no more come into thee the uncircumcised and the unclean. Shake thyself from the dust, right? Shake yourself from the dust, man. That black culture, man. That Hispanic culture, Native American culture, all that shit. Shake yourself from that shit, man. You're over here, you know, wallowing in this dust, in this cesspool of bullshit. Shake yourself out of that, man. Pick yourself up. Shake thyself from the dust. Arise and sit down, O Jerusalem. Loose thyself from the bands of thy neck. Right, and that's a band around your neck, man. Jake is still in captivity. Jake is still mentally enslaved. We trying to give him the key, and he's like, nah, man, I'm good at this. Right? Loose thyself from thy bands, O captive daughter of Zion. For thus saith Yahweh, ye have sold yourselves for naught, and ye shall be redeemed without money. Pretty much that was a point up top. But this man, you know, he wasn't trying to get it. He wasn't even trying to grasp this, the basic. And that's Jake for you, man. You know, he'll take on everything else, but when it comes to Israel, being an Israelite, nah, that ain't him. That's how destroyed our people are, man. Ephesians 4:18 says, having the understanding darkened, right? And you can tell this man, his understanding was darkened. He has no understanding. His understanding is the ways of this world. Thinking that this uplifts our people. What the fuck? How in the hell does this uplift our people? Never ignorant gearing goals accomplished. What? Got nothing to do with the Most High. He says never ignorant. He says never ignorant. You are ignorant, man. You're ignorant to the fact that you are an Israelite. You're ignorant of the Most High. You're ignorant of the law, statutes, and commandments. You're ignorant of what really, truly matters. True wisdom. You're an ignorant ass nigga. Right? Ephesians 4:18. Having the understanding darkened, being alienated from the life of the Most High through the ignorance that is in them. You're ignorant, man. Ignorant. because of the blindness of their heart. And this dude's blind. Naked, ignorant, and blind. Out here in the valley of the shadow of death. And that's 2/3 of Jake though. You know? Somebody's gotta fill those shoes. Right? You know, like it says, like in Baruch 4:1, right? These are the laws, statutes, and actually let me get that before I, misquote it. Bear with me for a second till this thing loads. But even in Ezekiel 37, the valley of dry bones, this man is spiritually dead, mentally in a mental state of in a dead state of mind, and yet still we're out here telling them what's what. Anyway, pretty much, Baruch 4:1. I guess this thing ain't working. But anyway, Baruch 4:1, it pretty much states, I'm gonna roughly paraphrase it. The laws is what brings you to life. But if you depart from it, damn, I can't even say it. Let me see if I can look it up actually. Salaki for that. This is Baruch 4:1. This is the book of the commandments of the Most High and the law that endureth forever. All they that keep it shall come to life, but such as leave it shall die. And this man is dead, man. Right? He's a walking corpse. He got no life in him. Right? He's still in that dead state of mind. He's still thinking of, he's just still thinking in the ways of the world. Right? He rejects the fact that he's Israelite. He'd rather be a nigga. But yeah, man, that's pretty much it on that. Thought I'd bring that out because man, that's vexing, man. It's vexing seeing how our people, they'd rather subscribe to whatever, man, anything except being called an Israelite, except being being how would you say it? I guess attached to a positive I don't even know how to say it now. I don't know how to word it. But pretty much, Jake would take on anything under the sun except being called an Israelite. Which that is true upliftment of our people. That hat ain't uplifting shit. Right? But I'm gonna go ahead and close it out. I hope this lesson was edifying. I'm gonna go ahead and close it out by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kodash. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth and rule well. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect, pushing his word throughout the four corners of the earth in truth, righteousness, and sincerity. Until the next time, I'm going to say Shalom.